The next speaker is Ivan Vivas.
Ivan, yes, we have Ivan here.
Hello, my name is Ivan Malave Vivas.
Good evening.
State your name, please. Oh, you did. I'm sorry.
My name is Ivan Malave Vivas. I understand that the homeless bill has been tabled, but I don't care if it's been shelved, burned, or nailed to the door of the Paterson Library. This bill was considered, and to me, shows how tone deaf some members of this council are. This city has three major glaring problems: the housing, the crime, and the homelessness, and all these are intersectional. Crime, as been proven through studies time and time again, has a correlation with poverty, as does substance abuse. So when the mayor assumes or places this stigma through this half-baked program that homeless people are addicts, it alienates a large portion of the population while also ignoring the root problems. A lot of these people who are addicts got driven through poverty. But regardless, what if you're not a person with addiction? These landlords have been illegally evicting their tenants for years. Under this so-called $1 million program, if you aren't battling addiction, you don't qualify and you don't get no bed. And if you are a person with addiction, you have a less than 1 in 3 chance of finding housing. The shelters, for at least the last 5 years, as far as I've been aware, have been filled to the brim. And if you're like me and have actually been trying to help homeless people, you would know this to be true. Rent here in Paterson is around $1,800, give or take. And when you give a $2,000 fine to an already struggling person, where do you expect this human to pull that money from? I understand you guys took the fine out, but when you even considered it, it shows me that there's not even 2 screws working in this operation. Couple that with the 90-day jail sentence. The jail, which as we know has been torn down, was a showcase of how this city is unequipped and unqualified to run that kind of institution. Any given moment, the jail held nearly 7 times its capacity and fell under controversy due to rats, no air conditioning or heating, or just straight up abuse of the prisoners. Criminalizing hundreds of people who just want to exercise their human right to sleep is frankly disgraceful. I have had friends and an older sister who battled with homelessness for years. I can only imagine where she would be today if she were jailed for 3 months at that moment in her life, hit with a $2,000 fine and a criminal record. But you don't gotta hear it from me. I'm sure many of us know the story. A person goes into jail, returns to society after serving their time to nothing but a criminal record and a world who turned their back on them. Can anyone guess what they do next? They turn to petty crime just so they can have a roof over their head, because to them having rats and mold and being abused is still better than having no bed or a ceiling. So, I congratulate over half of the council. You single-handedly are making the 3 afflictions of our town worse by imposing this law on your citizens and selling your humanity out to people like Charles Florio, instead of doing what council members Mims, Jackson, and Udine said to do, which was to address the root issues instead of locking them up or fining them. The people who find these human beings suffering in the freezing weather an issue are not the children going to schools. It's not the citizens of this town who have more than half a brain. It's the heartless people who damn near force these people into this position that they are currently in. Any of these people could be in their worst moment. Any of these people could be you tomorrow. And if you have so much self-hatred in your heart that you're content with jailing people for the human right to sleep and have a roof over your head, be my guest. I applaud you. And get off your phone, bro. I understand you resigned, but you gotta get off your phone. You've been on your phone, you left, and you came back and you still on your phone. I understand you resigned. Do your job.
The next speaker is Kimmy Freeman. Please state your name and your address.